Hello Henry, and welcome to your video on how to care for these dragons while we're away. This little one is Blue. He's brand new, he's a baby, and he's extremely wild. He will squirm all over the place if you try to hold him. He just got a new terrarium, he's trying to climb the wall. So over here on the right of the terrarium is where his fruit and vegetables are. He needs to have those all the time. Every day they need to be changed out so they're fresh. Over here is his water. Needs to stay full and take out the container and rub the bottom of it because it gets a film and it will probably have sand in it because Blue is crazy and runs all over the place. This little plant will be fine. It's been watered well, but the water bowl needs to always stay full. So that's Blue. Close the doors. There's a little latch right here. You want to close that because the cats really want to eat him. These are his lights. This one has to be on during the day. That's how he gets his vitamin D. And over here is the little switch that you can turn off at night. Really easy. I have that on top, about like that. All right, these two switches back here, he's got a dual light. This one, you'll figure it out, it's easy. That turns on his daytime light, which is his heat source. Has to be on in the morning. Basically from the hours when the sun goes up until the hour the sun goes down, that needs to be on. At night, the UV light will go off with the heat lamp, and this will go on. So this is his warming light at night, and that just keeps it so that he stays warm. I'm going to switch that back around. So in the morning, when the sun comes up, those need to go on so that Blue stays warm because he's a desert dweller. Okay, that's continuing. This is part 2. Hi, Doc. So down here on the floor, right underneath where the terrariums are, is a box. Inside this box, you will find some white powder over here. This is calcium. If Blue's being weird, which he probably won't be, but if you want to put him in here, the food, the crickets and stuff would be, you just take all this out and you can use this box as like a little feeding station. But over here to the left are his supplies while we're gone. So these are crickets. They're inside there. You just pull this open and just slide this, and you see they're right there. Keeping this down here because if you put it up, whoops, if you put this, sorry, if you put this up here, he'll know they're there and then he starts going ballistic. But yeah, as you can see, he knows they're there. So every day, every morning and night, you should feed him some crickets. And especially if you can come over during the day, that would be great too. Like if you want to make another stop over here, you can give him like a few crickets. He'll eat until he explodes. So he probably should only have, so he always has to have the vegetables and the fruit because that is his water source. He does get water through his skin though, so that's why it's important to always have the water in there as well. So you just have to kind of carefully bring these crickets out, and I would say give him like maybe 6. If you feed him just crickets, like tonight, just feed him crickets, maybe give him like 6, and he'll be good to go. And then refresh his vegetables in the back because they dry out and he needs to have them moist. Okay. So that's the crickets. Underneath the crickets, this is a superworm, and it's a small superworm. So these are special for him, which is why his name's on the top, because they are small. So he likes these two, as you can see. You just pick them up. They're actually like, they're baby beetles. So he's fun to feed. You can hand feed him if you want. So I'll show you how that looks. So here it is, it's on my hand. Hey, Blue, I'm over here. Look, he's so focused on the other. Oh, there, and it's gone. So yeah, if you want to hand feed him, you can. It's really fun. He's wanting to know why there's only one. So you can feed him a few of these every day. Blue, over here. You can also just put it down and he'll get it. All right. So he's got to have insects as well every day. And he'll love you if you want to come over and give him a little treat in the middle of the day because he's just constantly hungry because he's growing so fast. Okay, so store the food underneath because otherwise he'll wear himself out all day trying to get through the glass to it. Okay, bye Blue. Part 3. Closing this terrarium. Sherbert. Sherbert, our special dragon. His terrarium opens the same way. He has water that always needs to be refilled every day, and again, rinse the bowl because it gets foam on it. He has been fed well today. You can see on the top of his head, he's shedding, which will make him a little more moody, but he's fine. Down here is some fruits and veggies. He may or may not eat those. You can try putting them in your hands. He especially likes the carrots because they don't slip, and just offer it to him like this, try to get him to look at it. He's already eaten a lot today, so he might not do anything, but you have to be patient. Like this would be like a 30-second situation here where you'd wait, try to get him to look at it, but he did already eat a lot, so he's like, why are you feeding me again? So that's Sherbert's. And over here is a bowl. The lid comes off, so when you're feeding him his worms, you want to take the lid off. And there's powder in there because it's calcium. They need calcium. But all the crickets are gut fed the calcium, so put him there. There is one that is for Sherbert, and these are very big worms. They're large because he is a big dragon and needs larger worms. So you just go in here. They're going to be at the bottom because they're trying to be at the bottom. So I don't like these ones as much because they're huge. Yeah, but these will turn into beetles someday, or not, if Sherbert eats it. So there it is inside of his food bowl. He's a little harder to feed because he just is. Sometimes you can kind of show him, like, hey, look, it's down there, buddy. There it is. So he's gone through blindness in his life, so he's a little more difficult to feed. But you've worked with him before, so I'm sure you'll figure it out. But if he does not eat for you, and putting him in the box underneath doesn't work and he doesn't see it as well, then you can always just leave it in the bowl and then you cover it like this, and then we hope he eats it. If you're really nice to the worm, you could like add a little something in there so they have something to eat, but yeah, that's Sherbert, and he likes to be up here so he can see everything. Most important thing for this guy is keep his water up there, keep his water bowl full. And you can do this to make sure he's hydrated. He just soaks. He likes to take baths. All right, so that's it for Sherbert. His lights, that's not it. He has one because his light has both the heat and the UV source in it. So this needs to be turned on in the morning when the sun goes up. So he gets a full day's worth of light and heat. Same with the little guy. And then at night, you just turn his off. Same thing, it has a switch right here. You just turn this off when you're turning on Blue's heat source and off the UV. Okay, this should be the last segment of the video. Here's all of your fun stuff for the dogs and the cats and the fish. Hello, fish. Over here's the fish. He's got a lot of bubble nesting going on. Can't see him. Where are you? Oh, there, somewhere. Okay, so over here I have, hi duck. I have prepared the vegetables, veggies. Okay, also these are really important. Little fit packs inside. is everything to keep this bearded dragon alive. The little one especially will die if he's not fed properly every day. So you've got kale, mango, blueberries, carrots, some parsley, and some, I forget what this is, blueberries, yeah, squash, it's squash. All right, and carrots. So a little bit of that in every morning, every evening. There are 2 of these because that's how much they should both be getting. Just 2 of these, just close them up, put a paper towel on the bottom so they don't get soggy, they'll last longer, and then just inside the veggie drawer. Gabriel and Doc, these medications right here are what they take, and look how excited they get. Oh yeah. So this peanut butter is the solution to giving these pills to them. So Gabriel gets 1 of these at night. You just put some peanut butter on a spoon. Look, a spoon. Some peanut butter on a spoon, and then you put the pill in there, kind of mix it up, and in here is his medication to keep his joints healthy. He gets 3 of these. I just dip the peanut butter into, I just dip it in peanut butter and he eats them all. Okay, then Gabriel gets 3 of this and 1 of these every night. Doc just gets 1 of these, and give him the peanut butter so he doesn't feel left out and cry. This right here is for calming them down. This is for the 4th of July. Gabriel needs 3 of these in the morning, and if you can get over here around before it gets dark and give him 3 more, that would really appreciate it. And then Doc needs to have probably 1 in the morning and 1 again sometime in the afternoon, because when the fireworks go off, Gabriel, he shakes like violently. He's terrified. So that's that. If you really wanted to get fancy, you could like put on the TV and the sound bar right here. I don't know. We usually just like play really loud movies to help them, but we won't be here, so that might be a little difficult. And you'll probably be out, but before you go out, please take care of this with them because they're gonna need it. Doc's gonna need it because Gabriel's gonna be hysterical over the fireworks. Also on, oh geez, probably tonight, this would be good. Actually, give Gabriel like 2 or 3 of these. We've got plenty. And then also the day after the 4th of July, because people do fireworks because it's legal the day before and after. Okay. And then these are all of Joel's notes right here. This is Avalon's I'm very picky food. All right. Thanks, Henry. Bye. Okay, P.S. Inside of our pantry, there are greenies. Those are good. You can give the dogs treats and bones. And there's some extra food for the cats and the dogs. And then you know where their dry food is. Doc's dry food is down here, though. He has different food than Gabe. All right. Thanks, Henry. Oh, you didn't get a treat? Oh, no. I'll give you a treat.